People, opportunity can come at the most unexpected times, and it's not how convenient it is, it's how you open the door. And I'm so grateful that I opened the door. I've often thought, what if I'd said no? Especially now as I've traveled the globe, I have a business that operates with people getting paid in 33 countries, with it being shipped to many others. And I just think, what if I hadn't opened my mouth? I didn't know anything about redox, you guys. Again, I was a blonde housewife, but I just told the stories. And I had so many people tell me no. And I often say the person with the testimonial is never at the mercy with the person with an argument, because I had some very smart, skilled, educated people telling me this stuff didn't work. And I said, oh, well, yes, it does. And I just kept on looking for people who were looking for me. And I believe that the universe opened and people have serendipitously come into my path. And every day I just pray, whom can I help and whom can I serve? And people have shown up. And Jay and April, every time that happens, I said, you are the person I was supposed to talk today, with today. And I just have a gift to offer. And what you do with that is your choice. You have no brick and mortar business. You have no employees. And he would reiterate that, no employees. And he would say, you get to work when you want, where you want, as much as you want, because you are going to work hard, but you get to choose your hard and work those hours within your life. I mean, that's what I love, April, is I've been able to create a professional life around the rest of my life. And I've never went to bed so tired sometimes, but I've never woken up so excited to do it all again. Exactly. It's the number one most foundational thing I put in my body, because if your cells aren't communicating, just like right now, if we didn't have a good connection, I'd be fuzzy and cutting out. But it's kind of like when we're on the phone, if I called you, Jay, and I'd be like, can you hear me now? Let me go over here, right? That's what ASEA is doing. It's amplifying and clarifying the signal from cell to cell and from within each cell what it's supposed to be doing. So I drink my ASEA, then I add good nutrition, lots of water, supplementation, exercise, meditation, so that my body can do what it was designed to do. This has no downside whatsoever. I don't care if you guys, I believe the two major issues we all suffer with while on this planet are our health and our wealth and our relationships, right? Which I think can be benefited by your health or your wealth. And so what I love is no matter where I go, no matter who I meet, I know unequivocally that I have something that can make a difference for people. But there's really two breakthroughs with ASEA. The first one is that they've been able to really just take sodium chloride, hydrogen and oxygen, salt and water, and put it in these huge containers. And think about it. Everything in your body happens in a saline saltwater solution. Your tears are salty, your sweat is salty, amniotic fluid is salty. And you guys, they tried to flavor it and they tried to color it, but your body isn't flavored and colored. So the first breakthrough is that they've been able to put this in these big containers, these vats, and plug it in, right, if you will. It goes through it used to take 3 days, and it doesn't even take that long now, through a highly processed, hydrolyzed process, which splits apart and rearranges those molecules that I mentioned. But here's the incredible thing. Then they unplug it, and it's still stabilized reactive molecules that are now able to be bottled. And so the second breakthrough, and now shipped and have a stabilization life of 2 years. That's what's incredible. And who on this call wouldn't like to look or feel 5 or 10 or 15 years younger? I don't think there's anybody. If you go to the gym or you work with a coach, how long are they going to say that before you see some changes? And they'll say a good 12 weeks, 3 months, right? For all of you who might be wanting to try this, you guys, I've had people who were only going to give it a month. And on day 31, they called me because I said, just give it some more time. And they called me and they've had dramatic things happen. And they said, what if I quit? And I said, exactly. Because it just kind of seems to get better. And, the interesting thing now, after drinking it for almost 13 years, we just feel good. But where I really notice it is when we travel and I run out of it. And then we get home and I drink it and I feel like, how many of you have had a house plant and you get home and it's kind of wilted and you water it and you can literally see it go like this. That's what I feel like when I get my ASEA back in me. Yeah. My intent is to live younger longer. But I often tell people, do you want to live longer or die longer? Because I've seen a lot of people die longer for a long, long time.
So, I mean, I'm literally getting my mom back.
Wow.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I was losing her, so, you know, for whatever reason, whether it was because of 3 of these or not, I'm getting my mom back.
God bless you,
I'm
Julia.
so grateful.
Wow. And you're crediting it to this, or there's a big part of that? You really are?
It started happening when this started happening.
Wow.